Hello and welcome back to some more N with me, that guy Bale. Here we are with the last 3 sets of levels, 7, 8 and 9. This is coming to the end of the first column of levels. So let's see how well we do here. So that's the first one, dispatched without any horror. Can the second one be just as easy, even though there are an absolute ton of mines everywhere? Probably is what we're hoping will be the answer. And there we go, as it is. Now, something like this where you kind of have to fly into the rockets, but not quite, is always quite a bit of a pain in the bum. As you can see, there are now 2 sets of rockets on my tail, and he's somehow managed to avoid it without dying. He's insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. And still nearly gets all the gold. So, N is one of those games that I just absolutely love and will never not love, which is brilliant English. I'm sure my English friends will adore me. Or my friends that studied English, rather, will absolutely adore me for these brilliant words. But it is one of my favourite games, and it is, without doubt, one of the easiest to pick up, but quite hard to master and get the skill right down. But it is one of those things where you just keep at it for a while, and you'll eventually get the hang of it. But this one is a bit of a pain because that rocket will absolutely murder you if you do this wrong. But luckily, nearly. I say luckily, I was so close. But yeah, it's one of those games that is quite nice and straightforward to do. Easy to pick up, hard to master. Kind of a bit like Rocket League in that way, because, hitting the ball is your first challenge, and then actually, scoring goals is your second, and that was a terrible dismount there, and I'm going to give you a solid 1 for that. Foul and a miss. So, can we bait the rocket? That is always the question. Now, rocket baiting is an interesting tactic to this game. It can work in your advantage, or you just die because you totally timed that wrong. Silly me. So, some levels will always be a bugbear of players, like this one. I've never been a fan of this level, but that means it's probably quite hard, which is always good. But if I do this quick enough, and I jump down here, and I jump over here, hey, that's better. So, we've now baited the rocket. The rocket can't hit me because there's a nice big chunk of block between me and it, and we should be quite nice and straightforward to get the win. Hooray! So that's number 7 down. Now number 8. This level, or this block rather, and then 1 more block to go, and we might actually be able to get it without too many deaths, which is always quite good. And I was way too slow on the draw there. Terrible by me. You can do much better. So, we got rid of the first rocket, we got rid of the second one. He's jumping there, he's jumping here, he's made it through. Fantastic. So, this one again is kind of, you will notice in N levels a lot that there is a lot of symmetry in how the levels are put together. So enemies move in a sort of symmetrical pattern, top and bottom. There's sort of like a mirror point, which in this level is in the middle. And generally the artistic quality is incredibly good. I always find when the creativity is insane, and there's always a new challenge with people who, spend their time creating these levels for all of us. And they are quite good, and I love them to bits. So, with this one, we got the added danger of this little thing. So we're just going to bait him back this way. Bait him that way so I can get the switch. And I totally missed time. I jump. Fantastic. That it'll be quite funny. But eventually, I will be victorious in this game. And, oh, God, that was quite tense there. Nearly messed that jump up. Oof. Land here. And wait. N is very much a waiting game at points. There are many opportunities where you will have to wait for something to get out of the way, or for, just your turn to run through a particular gap or anything along that sort of line. So let's see if we can do this again. Up here, down here, get the switch, go away, run through the gap. Excellent. And wait. Because if I tried to go through that gap now, I'd be very dead. Not just dead, very dead. So, and we shall wait once more. Follow him through. Nice and simple, nice and straightforward. Steal some gold on my way, as we got some time. go down here, avoid him, nearly touch him on the head, which is never a good idea. Steal that gold while I'm at it. Round here, under here, down here, steal this gold too. Wait for him to bounce out of that hole. As you'll notice, the blue, the sort of blue orbs, although they're actually hexagons, do follow a particular pattern. You can set, when you make the levels, you can either set them so they just, when they hit a wall, they bounce back, or they go around an edge, or they literally hug the grey tiles. So you do get the sort of choice of how, when you set the level up, how you sort of want the level to be played, which is quite nice. As you can see, just baiting him there. Oh, ludicrous. So if we go round here, under here, get hit in the head. Yay! Now there are multiple different ways to sort of attack this level at a time. I'll wait for this one to go round. But, you know, it is all the sort of swings and roundabouts if you time it correctly, which is always the way to go. Ooh, just... and hit the mine. Fantastic! Just what I needed to do. But... you know, this game is always a learning curve, even if you've been playing it as long as me. There is always new things you can learn. There are always new routes you can try. So we can jump around here, jump under here, jump over there, jump through here, jump around here, and run away. Or mess up completely, either or. So... oh, if I would have jumped at the right time, I would have got that. But oh well. Oh, all well that ends well. That was quite cheeky of me. Maybe not attempt that again. Oh, maybe I will. Right, so, under here, round here. Wait for him to go through that bit. I can see the gap, and I've hit the mine. Fantastic. So as you can see, the levels are getting a little bit more technically difficult, which is always nice. Lure him through there. And we wait for the perfect gap, which I believe will be about now. So if I do that, leap over him, 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 wait for it, jump, there we go. So, as you can see, it is all about timing with N. If you time it wrong, you will regret it. But if you time it right, you'll look like a complete pro and you meant to do it all along. So, this one, again, the gold is in a rather ludicrous place that I cannot be bothered going to. So I'm just going to get the switch and get out of there. You can, there are ways to get that gold without, you know, dying instantaneously from rocket fire. But it's not for me. So here we are, waiting for baiting the rockets once more. Now, as you can see, multiple rockets are now coming for me, which is never good. Sort of hit that jump at the correct angle, get some gold while I'm at it, try not to die, and hide, which is always a handy tactic to have against rockets. So, if we hide here, jump out of the way. Which is never good, because I know I've got a second rocket on my tail, which is not what I wanted. But we can see what we can do to make it work. Just not getting enough height, and died. Brilliant. So really the key here is to get onto this bit here, jump and just fall down. But it doesn't often work like that because rockets will always come for you when you least suspect it, which is never the right answer. But we seem to be doing all right here, and we've made it through. We've made it through. We're down, and we're safe. See, if I follow the advice I give, we actually do complete the level. So on to the last one, number 9. Let's see what we can do. So, there is obviously some gold in this level, but it's quite straightforward to get to. You just got to time your run with this little bugger at the right speed, and we live. Hooray! So, he actually does something he promised to do. So, steal that gold. Oh, look at the life I have now. So, we can easily escape out of this little bit, get to our magic door, and on to the next stage. Now, this one is quite straightforward. The main pain with this level is dropping past the blue, blue orbs of death, really. Because if you grind at the right speed, you can get through. If you grind at the wrong speed, you'll quite happily die, which is never a good thing. So, as you can see, we are lagging slightly. And fall through that gap and die on the way down because I was too cocky. That's the right answer. See, with N, you cannot be too cocky. If you are too cocky, you will quite happily die quite a lot. So you will always have to not be cocky, which is the right answer with this game. If you think you can do something, always believe that you can't until you've proved it 100 times. And then you can actually get away with doing it. Ugh, absolute mega death there. So, like I said, the most difficult part of this is getting down here. But we can generally avoid it, which is always good. So wait for him. And we're home free. So this part of the level is significantly easier. It's just jumping from block to block, which is quite nice and straightforward, like so. And game, set, and match. Now, this level is a bit of a pain in the bum because, obviously, like you can see, the orbs follow the outside and the inside of the map. But there is a specific way to do this level without sort of, you know, triggering everyone's death. You wait till everyone bounces out and then you go back on yourself, which should be quite straightforward. Now, you have to try and remember what route each one takes, while also, you know, towards me, and I totally messed that one up. Whoops. So, take 4,000,002. So, here we go. Here we go. This, I'm feeling this. This is the one. This is the one. We all wait here. We jump. We avoid him. We wait for them to bounce. We grab the switch. We go back down here. We hold fire. We jump over him. We wait. Nice and patiently for him not to kill us. We go down. He bounces across the ceiling, so we're safe. And now we jump. We get this. We get the switch. Try not to die in the process. Oh, he dodges him brilliantly. We got a wall bouncer. That's okay. We can dodge around him. We can dodge around this one. We can dodge around this one. We can dodge through the gap. And home free, he called it. Yes. So, number 903. Now, this one is a crazy level where you basically die quite a lot. But if you time this perfectly right, you can drop down and then instantly jump away and trying not to die so much. So, like I said, this one is a pain in the bum, and I caught him too late. It's all about timing this level. Jump over that, and home free. Now, this one, number 904. They always like to put a belter at the ends. This one is a right pain in the bum, because you've got to basically jump from side to side to avoid the rocket. Then avoid another rocket down here while getting your gold reward. And obviously not dying because you're going too fast down the stairs. So, it is a right pain in the bum, and it's basically a bane of my life, this level. Oh, but he's made it through that pod again. He's on a roll. See here, there's a lot of gold to keep you alive, but then there's a lot of rocket to kill you, so... I mean, N's insurance bill must be incredibly high to sustain this amount of death. So, we can only dream. We can only dream. But we are getting there slowly and steadily. Getting closer each time. Let's just go for it. Spot the landing. Spot the landing. Oh, and he's done it. Oh, finally. So, as you can see, the entirety of column 0 is now complete. It does open up alot, which is a level that allows you to do every single level in order with one lot of gold, which is quite fun. And you'll also find the saying that you can change your flavour of ninja, so you can change his colour to a sort of burgundy red, and obviously black. Black is a standard. Once you get 1, you get red, and then so on and so forth as the other colours come out at you. So, that's a very long episode, but we're done. We're done. Phew! So, next time, more N, level 2. Let's get on it. See you then.